Hey everybody, it's Melissa. Today I'm unboxing a new fragrance. This one is Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Male, and I already took out like the wrapping over it, so I'm gonna just, oh my gosh, pull it off. All right, real quick, I've tried this fragrance on a test trip, I think a couple years back, and from what I remember, it was just easily passed over. Like, I remember smelling it and just being like, eh, and never being like, wow, that smells really good, or whatever. You know, it was just kind of it was there. But let's see if anything's changed, and I'm going to try it on skin. All right, here we go. This is the EDT concentration, by the way, and no, I don't know the notes of this fragrance. I'm just going to tell you my initial impression of it. I'm going to do one spray because JPG fragrances sometimes last a good amount of time, so I don't want to overspray it or spray too much because I'm wearing Sedley right now, and Sedley smells so good. But, okay, I'm smelling Le Male. Not bad. Not bad, actually. Hold on, let me get it in the air. Masculine. Obviously, I mean, look at the bottle. But I will say, ultra male, I know it's in the bottle like that, but it smells like a feminine fragrance to me. But this one, more masculine. I don't like it as much up close so far. Maybe it has to kind of settle for a little bit. But in the air, it kind of smells a little powdery. Like, it has that versatility that this could easily be somebody's signature scent. It's just like the type of fragrance that, like, somebody will buy one scent like this, and then it'll be their fragrance for everything, you know? And they don't worry about building their collection. Yeah, it's okay in the air right now. Let me see if there's anything changing. I'm getting a little bit of a spice, or I don't like it up close. It's kind of smelling like crayons a little bit up close. Maybe it just doesn't work with my skin, or maybe I like it better in the air, but still in the air, it's... I'm sorry, like, if I'm quiet, it's because I'm trying to just think. I will tell you right now, I'm going to give this fragrance, like, just off the initial spray, like a 3.5, a 4. Up close, it's... Yeah, up close, it's like a 3.5 or like a 3. In the air, it's maybe a... Like, it's solid. Like, it can be just like an average 5. You know what I'm saying? I know when they hear average and they're like 5, that's super low. But, I mean, between 1 to 10, it's right in the middle. You know, I'm not going to say that, oh, this is an average fragrance, guys. It's like an 8. That makes no sense. I think that if someone were to smell this on you in passing, like, it's okay, like, it's decent, you know. But I do think there are other designer fragrances that I just like much more than this. Even the cheapie that I always talk to you about on the masculine side, called Legend Spirit by Mont Blanc, that's a super attractive fragrance. It's like a $30 scent, and the smell of it is better than this to me, honestly. L'Homme by YSL is better, even YEDP, even Myself by YSL. I mean, I could list basically all the YSLs because I love that house. But even Versace Dylan Blue, you know what I mean? There's just so many better smelling masculine fragrances to me. Like, this is just, I don't know. I don't feel like I've smelled a fragrance that's kind of given me this reaction in a minute, especially on the designer side. Because typically, if you've watched my unboxing videos, when I smell a designer fragrance, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is super likable. I can recommend that, yeah, any of these are blind buy worthy sort of scents. But this is the first one in a minute that I'm just kind of like, I would pass on this one. Honestly, I would. Trying to let it settle a little bit, because who knows, right? Maybe in the dry down of this fragrance in an hour or so, the magic will happen. But here's the thing when it comes to designer fragrances and the average person, when they're trying these things at Macy's and Sephora, the first impression really does matter. Of course, the dry down matters as well, but a lot of people don't want to wait for their fragrance to start smelling good after an hour or two. You know, they want it to be something that immediately captivates them and throughout the day just gets better and better. Oh, I gotta sneeze. But I would like suggest Sauvage over this. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Oh, I lost the sneeze. That's the worst. Yeah. People hate on Sauvage because it's super popular, but I mean, it smells good and there's a reason why it's popular. I know that Le Male is also a pretty popular fragrance. I think that this is really popular with dads. I remember early in my fragrance journey, a lot of people that would tell me about Le Male, they were like, oh yeah, my dad rocks that fragrance. I remember spraying it when I was in high school just so I could, you know, smell good. It was the only bottle of cologne in the house. But yeah, I mean, it does kind of smell more like a dad scent. Like if I smelled this on, this is what I'm picturing right now. Your coworker that is by the water cooler, just having small talk with you, and he is probably in his 50s, maybe his 40s, just talking about, yeah, I gotta go to my kid's soccer game later or something. And just like your average dude, you know? It's not like, what's that Armani fragrance that really drew my attention? Armani Code, I think it's the EDT. I remember this dude, he was suited up and he was an older gentleman and he was working at the hotel I was staying at. And I remember I was walking beside him and I'm like, hey, you smell fantastic. He's like, oh yeah, thank you. It's Code by Armani. Like, that's good. But this, you could argue, like, if you like this fragrance, please don't mind her. Everyone's going to have different opinions. But for me, I really just find this to be not even mid, but not great, not good. You know, it's not, when I say not good, it's not a bad fragrance, but it's just not good enough to be good. It's just a fragrance, you know? So, yeah. Even in the air, I liked it on just like that first second when I smelled it in the air, when it was on my arm and I just had it there and I was like, oh, okay. But as this video has progressed, it's been progressing for the worse and I kind of want to wash it off my arm, to be honest, so I could only smell Sedley. Because Sedley is smelling so good on me right now, I can't even lie, y'all. But if I had to just, like, my bias aside from this, like I mentioned, this can be just the fragrance that you wear for anything and everything. I see this as something that you can wear suited up. I see it as something that you can wear casual and dress down, but I don't see it as a summertime fragrance. So if you're gonna go for a summer fragrance, of course, there's a lot better options that do much better in the high heat, because this one I could see with a few sprays, even if you do 5 sprays of this, in warm weather, it can become nauseatingly sweet. So yeah, and in terms of the type of age I see wearing this, it smells more like a dad fragrance. I don't see this as a scent. If I smelled a high schooler wearing it, I would think they just took the bottle from their dad's collection. And I know I mentioned that story, but that's what it reminds me of. It doesn't smell like something that people would be like, oh man, like you smell great. Like people in their grade would think they smell good. It would just be like, oh yeah, you smell like my dad type of thing. Yeah, this is bottom tier for me in terms of masculine designer fragrances that I would recommend for you all. All right, so that's just my honest opinion. As always, y'all, I gotta keep it real with you. I know a lot of you ride for Le Male, but it's really just, it's not my thing. It's not my thing. And I'll give you an update on another video if anything changes, doing like a full review, or maybe I'll just put it in the pinned comment section. I'll just pin it in my comment section telling you the longevity, and if there's any other notes that I picked up, most likely I'll probably do a full review. All right, anyways, I hope y'all have a great day. Let me know what you think of Le Male EDT, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.